Tommy Fisher built a 3-mile border and he wants someone to purchase it? This is so stupid. All right, I'll look at this. I'll watch this. This looks dumb. I wasn't going to do another piece of trash, but let's do it. What do you think? I don't know how loud this is. It's going to be kind of low res because of this. But apparently, this dude bought a wall, a border wall, and wants someone to purchase it, like the government or something.
Tommy, you have designed a big wall. Had people try to go up and over it?
I feel that this is the Lamborghini of walls.
The Lamborghini of walls.
Take a look to it. Why build an ugly wall?
So this is a story about an individual called Tommy Fisher. He built a 3-mile wall. The next step was, can I sell it? That hasn't happened yet.
And what was it like to have the president check out the prototype today?
The larger it is, the better it is, because it's very hard to get over the top.
Silver roast, I think.
He completed the wall in early 2020, and since then has been embroiled in various lawsuits. It's one of a kind.
It's just a wall? Is it on his property? He's trying to sell a border wall, but only 3 miles of a border wall. Is it his? He can have a wall on his property.
This is no ordinary border wall. There are 3 things notable about it.
Okay. Number 1.
1, it's located in the Rio Grande Valley, home to more illegal border crossings and more seized cocaine and pot than anywhere else in the country.
Okay.
2, it's located directly on the banks of the Rio Grande River, where for legal and environmental reasons, construction of a border wall has never been attempted.
Oof.
And 3, it's privately owned by a guy from North Dakota named Tommy Fisher.
Wait, he's from North Dakota? He lives in North Dakota and he bought 3 miles of Texas Rio Grande riverside land to build this shitty wall on? Like, let's be real. If you strap a chain around this and you just pull, are these not going to bend? I feel like this isn't like a big deal. Maybe it's impossible.
We're presently standing on the banks of the Rio Grande River with a 3-mile border protection system behind me.
He's on the other side of his border wall. How did he get there? Did he just simply walk around it? He's literally on the other side. It's a fence. Yeah, it's a fence. It's a tall fence.
Located about 2 miles south of Mission, Texas.
Tommy Fisher built a 3-mile-long, privately funded border wall. Most of the land is privately owned, ranchers, farmers, individual homeowners. It's on the banks of the river, which already serves as a natural barrier and also makes it extremely difficult for legal and geographic and environmental reasons to build anything.
To me, when you see it stand up and it'll last the test of time, that's just my feeling.
Why would you choose that beard? That's a bad call. This is a bad call.
Tommy Fisher is Midwestern nice. He doesn't see his wall as an object of exclusion.
I'm for legal immigration. Illegal immigration, I'm not.
He sees it as a law enforcement aid. More than that, he sees it as a business opportunity.
This motherfucker, look at him. He's like, yeah, bro, I'm just like you. I'm pointing this way, yeah. And these guys are in fucking camo. Lieutenant Chonk over here.
I think when President Trump came into office, it gave me an idea that he wanted a very long, linear project, something that was never built in the history of America. So it was more of a catalyst to say, hey, could their project of this magnitude really be built?
Joining us now for reaction is the CEO who submitted one of those prototypes.
The first time any private organization has built border wall on private land.
Joining us to talk about all of this is Tommy Fisher.
The next step was, can I sell it and make back my money on it, or commission somebody to get me to do more of these?
After the 2016 election, Fisher mounted a right-wing media blitz to pitch his wall-building services in Washington, and attracted attention from a nonprofit named We Build the Wall, founded by triple amputee Iraq War veteran Brian Kolfage and Steve Bannon.
Oh, wow. Triple amputee, huh? Oh, he must be right about stuff. Look at that. He looks... Steve Bannon looks like his opinions.
Would go on to pay Fisher $6.9 million.
We Build the Wall gave him several $1 million to build one structure, pretty short structure in New Mexico. They built it.
Encouraged by this first structure, Fisher starts construction on a second wall, This one near the Rio Grande, funded by We Build the Wall. The group sends him a first payment of $1.5 million, but then the payments stopped, and the legal troubles started.
Fast forward to summer of 2020, Bannon and his alleged co-conspirators are arrested for essentially defrauding their supporters.
Wow, surprise.
They're alleged to have run out of money, and they stopped sending money to Tommy
I remember
Fisher.
the story.
Fisher wasn't implicated
this guy.
and decides to fund the rest of his wall using his own money.
Okay.
But yet again, the project is met with legal troubles.
He's sued by the federal government, which says you can't do that because you could screw with the Rio Grande River and it's going to move the U.S.-Mexico boundary. He's sued by a wildlife preserve called the National Butterfly Center, which says essentially you're going to flood our property and drown our butterflies.
The North American Butterfly Association was granted a temporary restraining order to stop construction of a border wall.
Fisher contested the suits, and even as federal prosecutors hover around We Build the Wall, his company is given contracts to build federal wall sections in Arizona and Texas.
Fisher was granted over $2 billion in federal wall building contracts.
But then Joe Biden won the 2020 presidential election.
There will not be another foot of wall constructed in my administration.
But all of this doesn't stop Fisher from pushing for his wall. After Biden's election, Fisher's project gets renewed momentum from a growing crisis at the border.
This morning at the southern border, more than 15,000 migrant children are in federal custody.
EV bottles and shoes, and we saw this all over along the border.
A group of 80 migrants, including many children, turned themselves in after making the dangerous trek across the Rio Grande.
I am 100%, Peppa Pig. I'm 100% convinced that if most Mexican people looked as melanin deficient as the rest of white America, this would not be a thing that is even occurring, especially if they spoke the same language as their first language. You know what I mean? Like, it's literally those people are very different than us. And it's like visibly they're different. Oh, no.
The Biden administration has been greeted with a large influx of migrants from Central America. And Fisher is arguing essentially that his wall is going to solve this issue.
How is that issue solved by a wall? That doesn't make any sense.
Fisher built his wall in South Texas because there is almost no federal wall that exists in South Texas at all. Almost all the federal wall that was built during the George W. Bush administration,
just a waste of resources and energy.
The Obama administration and the Trump administration is in California, New Mexico, and Arizona.
Us coming from America, we're
you don't see people building walls on the Canadian border. Of course not. Canadians don't want to come here.
Country of laws. I was always for that if we could help assist that and help our government and help every single American, we want to be on the leading edge.
He successfully created a proof of concept, and he's trying to get Texas maybe to buy it, but at $20 million a mile, that's a tough ask.
My hope is that the new administration would come down and talk to the boots on the ground.
The boots on the ground. This motherfucker talks like he's a soldier. What a fucking loser, dude.
That could see something that was built on the Rio Grande that could have so many multiple purposes. Not only could it be for border protection, but it could also be for a public use, bike path, different things.
A bike path? You know what would be a better thing? Not having the wall in the way of me biking right into the river if I wanted to.
But some would argue that Tommy Fisher's 3-mile wall does not in fact address the issue. The Government Accountability Office testified that it had not developed any way of measuring whether border fencing had any effect.
There's this question, do border walls work?
No.
It's hard to say.
It's not. It's not hard to say. It is not hard to say. The truth of immigration, specifically from Mexico to the United States, is that these people want to be in the United States because they believe in the fucking fake propaganda behind the American dream, the idea that you can come here and succeed. And there's certain people that absolutely you can succeed in America. Of course, no one's denying that. You can succeed anywhere, really, to varying degrees relative to your success. But obviously, I think most people agree that America is a more comfortable place to live than much of Mexico. Not everywhere, but much of it. And so these people still want to be here. The obvious answer to this is path to citizenship and making immigration a more accessible sort of thing. We have plenty of land all over the place. We have plenty of people that like want to be here. We have a shortage of low wage jobs, like workers rather. I guess not the jobs. The jobs are there. The workers don't want them. And all of this is going to drastically affect the capitalist narrative of wanting to have a free country. So, like you just can't deny the idea that someone's going to want to come here, and then when they do want to come here, after you propagandize to them for decades, for years, hundreds of years, we've been doing this, specifically for the American Dream shit. Why are you mad at people for believing in that? People that just want to come and work hard at stuff? People that risk their lives to be Americans? And you're going to be like, nah. You won't even risk your comfort for America by wearing a mask. Like, all right. Instead we get a shitty fence. Absolutely. Absolutely, you should be letting absolutely, you what's the beta maze? See our homeless crisis? Country's full? What the fuck? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Country's full? What? It's a joke, right? You better be fucking joking. I'm gonna fight. It's japes. They were asking if you were joking. Forehead? Yeah, just joking. Yeah, are you joking? Please. You've been subbed before. Definitely joke, right? You're joking.
If you're an immigrant seeking asylum, they're not trying to evade law enforcement at all. They're often walking right up to wherever the border fence is. So in that sense, no wall in Texas is going to address that issue.
Yeah, you just got a Hassan thing going on. Cold stare, thanks, buddy. Of course, Steve Bannon got that part. November trial for defrauding people. Cool, man. So yeah, border walls are stupid. This doesn't make any sense, dude. People are gonna find a way over your fucking wall. It's a wall. It's a wall, bro. So fucking dumb, dude. Absolutely so stupid. The fuck is a boondoggle? It's like a kerfuffle. You see? How bad does the corn soup smell? It doesn't smell at all. I don't know, dude. These people are really stupid. Wall people are real dumb. They're walls. They are walls.